Hi everybody, it's Christina from Card Making Magic. Today we're going to have some fun making frames, but we're also going to add these frames to an embossed background. Now we can use either a 3D embossing folder, that's from Spellbinders, these are from Altenew. You can use ordinary embossing folders if you wish. This is a little one that came from Crafter's Companion, I think. And these are some from my own collections, and any one of them will work. So here's just a couple of examples. This one has been created with this book cover engravings folder. And once I've done that, all I've done is fussy cut it out and added it to an embossed background. This one has been created from a die from my own collection, and this is the A5 Floral. And all I've done is create a frame, added the oval, and I've added some flowers, and then I've put glossy accents on them. So the first thing we need to do is decide what colour card we're going to use. So for this first card I'm going to use the Altenew Majestic Blooms, and I'm going to put some dark coloured card inside the folder. So once I've done that, this is the beautiful pattern that I have in my card, and it's quite a deep pattern. Once I've trimmed it down, I need some white ink. With that white ink, I'm just going to very lightly run over the raised areas. Now you don't want it to stain the background here, you just want it to cover these raised areas. So that's done with a 3D embossing folder. Now these have been die cut from ordinary folders. This is the Spellbinders one. So I'm going to do exactly the same with this and just run this ink pad over the top. And then you can set it on one side to dry. This is the Crafter's Companion one. And again, we're just going to run the ink over the top. And again, set it aside to dry. This is one from the, this is called Hedgehog Maze, and this is from Couture Creations. So we'll do the same with this. And this is another one from Couture Creations, and we'll do the same with this. And that just highlights the embossing on that card. Not a lot, very subtle, but it does make it look quite pretty. Now you can also cut this, do this from white card, and then you can go over it with a coloured ink pad, and that will give you another look. So once you've done these, you've coloured them in with whatever inks you want. These have been done with the white texture. You can trim them down to whatever shape you want. But if you find that once you've die cut your shape, it's flattened your embossing, then all you need to do is pop it back into your folder and it will just slot into place. And then you can re-die cut that, re-emboss that, and that will bring your pattern back. Now for this one that we've done, I've decided that I'm going to fussy cut around the edge and just create the shape for my card. Now for the ones that don't have a backing underneath them, I've embossed a panel that will sit on there. I've created another heart that will sit behind that. And for this one, I've embossed a panel that's going to sit along there. And this will be on the front, but I'm going to add more to this yet. Now while I've had everything out and I've been able to do the embossing, I've created some more cards. And these are some more with the Altenew embossing folders. And all I've done with these is just back them onto some white card. So let's get busy and make all these into cards that we can send to friends and family. So now we need to make frames and finish all these cards off. So for this one, I've used these two inner dies, which is this one and this one that creates this frame. When you've cut that out, don't waste that. You can always use that on another project. But the beauty of this is that these will cut you 2 frames. So it comes out of the die like this, but then you need to separate them very gently, and there you've got 2 different frames. So this is one, and this will be the other. Then from this Robin Filigree frame, I've taken the Filigree die and the next one down, and that will cut this frame for you, but it will also cut out that frame that goes in the middle. So that's another 2 cards that you can add your frames to. Now I've also used this die to cut these corner pieces, and they're going to sit on another card. And again, don't throw these away, because these will always come in handy for another project. For this card I've used the A5 nesting rectangles, and these have a stitched edge, and I've used them twice. I've used this configuration to create this frame, and then I've kept the smaller one, and I've used the middle die there. So we take that one away, and I have created this frame, and together they're going to be mounted onto the front of my card. So I've got all my bits and pieces stuck in place. These 2 have used the embossing folder, and I've cut it out to add it to the cards. For these I've used frames that I explained to you a little while ago, but for this one I'm going to finish this off with some flowers. So I've just cut some down. I've got my hot glue, and I'm just going to pop these flowers around the edges. So we'll have a dry run first, just to see where we would like them. And I'm going to pop this one along there, and then we'll put the white rose there, and then we'll fill in with the smaller roses and the buds along here. And then once I've done that, I'm going to add some glitter to that, just to sparkle it up a little bit more. So there's my flowers added and sparkled. I've added some gemstone, some pearls to some of the cards, and these are some that I have left, but I've just run out of time now to make these. So I think there's a nice selection of cards there, ready to send for any occasion. And basically I've used the embossing folders, I've created frames for the cards, I've cut these 2 out of the embossing folders, and I've just added whatever I could find on my desk for sentiments. So we've got a mixture of things on there. I've added some little hearts on some, and I've glossy accented this card. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please join me on the next one. And why not subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so that you'll always be aware when I add a new video. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.